What's going on, everybody? It's your boy LHG, man. We here for the bar for bar breakdown. Don versus Vic. Let's get into it. Top of the first. Don starts off the first. He's already setting the tone with the mood of the battle. He talking to him a little bit. Then he brings up the fact that you're gonna use aggression to cover up them bad rhymes. I like how he did that. All right. Then he goes in. You know I'm a bad man that still got you in for me. Double, that still got you in for me. I gotta leave Victor. Why? That's how you guarantee a victory. I like that. I like that. He said, simple concept. John Wick or John F. Kennedy. I heard chopsticks will rearrange his crib, so amenities. The way he uses, like, not slick. The way he uses the words to combine them, bro. He said I was gone triangles, but they call these right down the middle like symmetry. Because you just got a tough niggas, forgive me. You just got a tough niggas energy, and I got a tough energy. I like that. You see how he did it? How he did this. Watch it. He said, Leno just be mad a lot. Tell one effing joke, grab the Glock, blam his ish. With this standard clip, you can enjoy being a laughing stock. Make a scene. Hulk up. You getting cut with the hammer like Ragnarok or shots of bang. For his dome, when I lock and aim, if he don't die, he gonna be looking at his mama and the Doctor Strange. I like this. It's those key words when you're using an entire scheme. He's talking about movie, it's Marvel, cut, scene. You get what I'm saying? The standard, like you're painting a picture for us. You get what I'm saying? We already know it's movies and stuff, but again, it's those key words that make that material more clean, man. I like it. Then he says, it's amazing how these kids be on the web trying to find their name. Well, if you ain't here for the full ride, well, then my pupil gonna need lots of aid. Y'all been to college? Financial aid? My pupil? But he's talking double. Next. Go. I'm gonna have to cuss for this. I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me. He said, forgive me, y'all, for real. But the way he did it, bro, it was just, he said, F all the sweet shit, weak bitch. Oh, hold up. He said, F all the sweet shit, weak bitch. If you really wanted smoke at the crib, you should have had this pitch to E, Vic. Oh my gosh, bro. Can I run that back? Then he continues, this ish just comes down to you being decent. And lately, all the shots I stopped throwing should be recent. Oh my. What? All the shots I've been throwing should be recent? Lately, keyword, lately, all the shots I've been throwing should be recent? Double. Hey, right here, this is crazy. He said, I'll bring the 4-5 back and get a microwave like a quick meal. He ain't cold, so until a little breeze get a winch. Boy, I'm done with you, clown. And for wasting my time, you don't talk bars with me, because you ain't nothing like my kind, Vic. Let's run that back. The 4-5 back to get a microwave like a quick meal. So obviously that's a double. 4-5. And he's talking about getting them heated up, get a microwave like a quick meal. But this is where it gets so insane if this is true, yo. I'm counting. It has to count regardless. The material's there. But what I'm saying, he says he ain't cold, so until he get, he said he ain't cold, so until a little breeze get a winch. So obviously, wind, chill, breeze, how he used that's awesome. But you know what the craziest part about that is? He's talking about the 4-5 getting him heated up like a microwave. But he goes into saying that he's not cold. Obviously, when you heat up food, it's not cold. So he's addressing, it's like a, bro, it's like a dudgel, it's like a, bro, I don't even know what to explain. Like he's saying you get him heat like a microwave, like a quick meal. He ain't cold, so until a little breeze get a winch. Boy, and the way he cut it off, gotta give that. That's fire. But it's just stuff like that. I don't find that to be a coincidence. You're not about to tell me that you went from saying you're going to heat him up to also addressing the fact that he ain't cold. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's the correlation that makes it hit so crazy, bro. So, that's crazy, bro. Don't worry. I ain't battle rapping no more anyway. I'm about to be a judge. What you talking about? Anyway, now we at the top of Vic, man. Let's get it. So, Vic already, he's setting the tone as well. F the coin toss. Man, I'm trying to get the game started. You trying to see if I'm a fraud or not? Then pussy pull up, forgive me. Then pussy pull up. Then watch me pass this lame on it. I'll drop the addy since you wanted to come to Philly like you James Harden. Obviously sports. James Harden, Philly. He's from Philly, but he's obviously addressing Don for talking that talk to come to Philly. I like, and then F the coin toss. I'm trying to get the game started. I like it. I like it. This is already going. Then he goes into saying, now you playing with John Doe because I have you buried beneath those stones that doesn't have a name on it. John Doe, when somebody doesn't have a name, when you're buried. I like it. There you go. That's John Doe in GKO. This is one of the I really like this from Vic. He said, I'll wait a few just after sunset. Then I gotta carry out the massacre midnight. A late hit, bow, roughing the passer. Sports, I love it. He's obviously roughing the passer, late hit. A late hit is roughing the passer. That's a double. I like how he went into that. And obviously, the setup is really nice to where he's talking about late night hit after sunset. Man, I like it. Let's go. Then he said, I take any time to perfect my ish. This ain't a race to get there faster, but if you beat me to the punch, this just a recipe for disaster. Obviously, he's referencing the battle rap disaster, beating them to the punch. But what I like it because he's just using it to relate to Don. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, we've heard it before. We have an idea of where the reference is clearly. But I like how he used it in this case to just relate. And obviously talking about getting to the punch back. I like it. I like it. It works. Then he says, I take my time to perfect my ish. This ain't a race to get there faster. But if you beat me to the punch, do the math. This is just a recipe for disaster. Obviously, if you know your battle rap history, math. Disaster, scrawling. Very a good reference for this case. Obviously, it's been heard or recognized before, but I like the way he did it, especially just addressing about getting there to the punch. I like it. He said, I got him zipped up in the trunk. As I'm pulling off, I can hear him screaming in the back. Yeah, I got money tied up, and he ain't going nowhere. That's secure in the bag. I like that. Okay, he ain't going nowhere. That's how you, okay, double. I like this one too. So he goes into saying, will you quit all that drug talking? You incriminating yourself, dummy. Your rounds sound like an interview from Vlad. For all the people that are in tune to battle rap, hip hop culture to some degree, you'll know who Vlad is. And I've been stopped watching him. I can't. I like it. I like it. If you're a rip, yeah, we're not doing that. Let's go. Have been around the block. F-U-C-K, F-A-9, I don't care, sorry. F-A-9 to 5. The path I chose, take risks to make a living. Supplying the stoners. No easy way to the top. I played the block. When them boys raided was the only time I was cutting corners. I like that. Talking to him, I like that. I like this. He said the Eagle will put 2 in Don back for whoever Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, number 2 on the Eagles. Sports bars. Don first name is apparently Jalen. So whoever Jalen Hurts will put 2 in the back. I like that. I like that. I like this. He says sunrise, sunset, death and date of birth. I put him deep in the roots like he was trying to figure out who his natives were. He said, oh dear, word to Trey. I got more cut up in them fog lights. All black pistol on my hand. It looked like frostbite. And I can promise y'all, if you've ever been in the cold and done any type of work or been stuck on the road like I have, and you got it black like frostbite, yes sir, frostbite. He said, you should be concerned of actions, not worried about what I talk like. Don't think this gonna be easy. This Vic, boy, you in for a dogfight. Ugh. The way he, I like that, you know, Michael. He said, I like this. He said, tell B-Mac, stay out the way before this AR hit her and your son as well. I can put a seed in a box like it's a playoff picture. That's fire. That is fire. That's a different sports bar. Like, put your. Then Vic ends on a good note too. He said, real talk, all the views you gave, your talents, got cheated out of 100. Typical stereotype. The black man build it just to have another white man run it. Now, obviously, I think he was talking about the league, like another league. But Vic, to come to my conclusion, man, this battle was fire. It was fire. And my winner for this battle, I'm going to have to give it to Don Leno. And here's why. Don, first of all, let me give a shout out to both rappers, man. Fire battle, man. They both set, they both set the stage for whatever they were trying to paint for the people. Vic was Vic looked like he was in the slums, but it fit, everything fit perfectly. Don, the way he performed, you could feel his energy as if like he's setting the move. They both set the move, but Don's move, like he obviously the cage with the light, the hoodie on, but the way he's just pacing back and forth. and the way the camera's going with him, you could kind of get this eerie feel as if like, you know, man, I can't believe your advice. Like the way he set the tone as far as how his performance went into the material. And I felt like Don's material, man, he just has so much in there, man. Like I'm still trying to like figure. I want to talk and I want to pick brains really from both people, but Don has so many entendres in there, and the way he went and set things. It's so hard to create material within material. Like it's easy to have a setup and then a punch, but it's hard to have a scheme with multiple insides or even multi-syllables or double, triple line. It's hard to do that. So when you put it together and it still makes sense the way he constructed it, even the microwave with the quick, like it's stuff like that that can separate rappers very easily. So again, man, shout out to both of y'all. Vic, this ain't taking nothing from you, bro. You are stepping up every single battle. Like you becoming more dangerous, bro. And you did a great job, bro. I think you did a great job. I just felt like Don material, man. It was a lot of stuff in that, man, for me to break down. And like, not just because it's the way the material is constructed, and also the performance that went with it. You know what I'm saying? His style of rapping that allowed you to feel that material. Don is a performer to where he does it so effortlessly that when he raps, you're like, oh, or you're like, but you gotta pay attention to what he's doing with the material. That's how flawlessly, if that's even a word, he does it very well, man. Very clean. But shout out to you, Vic. Your performance was dope. That setup that you had, everything that you had arranged, man. Loved it, bro. It was amazing. Y'all came for the dogfight, of which it was. I got Don Leno winning this battle. Y'all keep cooking, keep doing great things, man. Much love.
Sorry for the delay, man. I was out of town. Had to go out to Florida, get it in real quick, but I'm back in the city. Nice little battle between Don Leno and Vic. I think this battle lived up to the hype that everybody was talking about. I think Vic came through with good aggression. I liked his performance, so I thought he brought it. I liked how he had that Dapper Zay bar, like a nice little personal that he had against Don, when he said, like, you kill. You were bragging about how you beat Chapo, but Dapper Zay did to you first. I took this battle with Don. It has its perks. I like that. I put your seat in a box like a playoff picture. That was hard. Like, I like that. And then how he said you got cheated out of $100 by IG Battle League. They had some good shit, but Don was on another level. Chopsticks rearrange your crib. Amenities, like, bro. Standing clip, laughing stock. You mid-range second option to trade. How he said, like, your aggression will cover up your bad rhymes. Like, he knew Vic was going to step up his aggression. Like, he predicted that. Like, I like when niggas, like, play fucking chess with this shit. And then he had a whole Infinity War scheme, like Hawk Up, Ragnarok, Doctor Strange, like, he had a whole scheme, a whole Infinity War, like, Avengers scheme, like, in there. It's like, I thought Vic did a good job, but I just thought Don was next level, man. So I got to give this battle to Don. I thought both people brought it, but Don, he was in his bag, man. I thought he just had a little bit more that I like to see.